Hi pals. Happy Sunday on Ambiguity. This is Taylor. This week we are talking about dysphoria. The different types of dysphoria more and like dealing with dealing with those factors of dysphoria. Because depending on what you're feeling and everything like that, it could really be like it could it could ruin your mood, ruin your day, just throw you off from being the happy-go-lucky, great person you are. So we're talking about social dysphoria, physical dysphoria, and emotional dysphoria, I guess. Mental dysphoria, internal dysphoria, whatever you want to call it. It's all pretty much the same thing. Jesus Christ. Sorry, this shirt's like tight on me, but I'm working with it. So emotional dysphoria is more, I link to like internal and what you're feeling internally, and that monologue you're having in like on the inside of this is who I am. Sometimes you're doubting that, whether that be like a mirror reflection, like appearance based dysphoria, where you're like, okay, I'm not seeing the person I am internally in the mirror right now, and that sucks. And it's super doubting because you can be super confident with yourself, and then that reflection comes up, and you're like, well, damn, I don't feel that great anymore. Um, so I think the best form of dealing with dysphoria in the best way is looking at pals, friends, people that will validate your gender when you need it. That's super huge and helpful and necessary. Whether you're dealing with like it socially too, or well, I'm sorry, or just like in different realms, especially with family dysphoria when talking to family, whether that be like invalidating gender identity or just people don't know and you can't tell them. Um, so yeah, friendship and pals are really the best way to navigate that. Also, a lot of self validation is key. Once you get to that level where you're comfortable validating yourself and your gender, because some people really aren't that comfortable with it at this point, and other people are like just starting. Like, yeah, I'm a person. I understand my gender. Fuck y'all who don't understand my gender, and I'm going to validate myself constantly on my gender because I don't need other people to validate me, and that's a cool way to think too. Um, but like, not every trans person is gonna feel like that. Not every cis person even feels like that. Honestly, like cis people feel uncomfortable with their gender presentation, but you can't really do anything about that. Take it day by day. Like I know when I get dysphoric personally, like I get a lot of bottom dysphoria, and also I go to the gym a lot in general. So like feeling very inadequate in comparison to like the other dudes there is a real big thing I'm dealing with. By constant validation, communication, and talking about this with people, especially other trans people, because like cis people get it, but they don't get it, you know. Um, but yeah, I think that's it. And also an easy way that I hoped kind of relieve my dysphoria when I was pre-T and pre-op. I used to watch people's transition videos, like just going on their YouTubes and watching a transition timeline, those types of things, or like voice timelines, because I used to have a really bad voice dysphoria where I would pass as male until I opened my mouth, and then I would be like, well, who am I? What gender am I today? But yeah, that's a thing, and it's just like a nice reminder to be like, I'm not there yet, but I will be. And it's a great thing to kind of remind yourself in this whole thing, because transition's just always a thing, and it's always happening, and you're constantly transitioning. So that's gonna be my video for today. On the topic updates in my life. Today is the 26th, so tomorrow I will be. Let me do the math. November, December, January, February. 29 months on testosterone. which is cool. The month's kind of blur at this point. Still doing subcutaneous. I got a dosage upgrade over the summer, so like I'm seeing more facial hair on my cheeks and my stash is growing more. So I'm pumped about that. And also today, or like the 23rd of this month, marked 1 year of me being super into my health and really focusing on like getting in shape and cutting out negative people in my life to in shape, replacing that with like positive self-love and self like care in the terms of like a gym and fitness and stuff like that. So I'm really pumped about how far I've come with that. um and I don't really talk about that on my Tumblr. I do, but like on here I don't talk as much about like fitness and stuff like that. But I'm just pumped about how far I've come body wise and still going because it's endless. And then my revisions, I'm a couple days away, like 3 days away from being like 7 months. Yeah, 7 months post op on my revisions. And then a couple days after that, it'll be like a year and a half, 8 months post op generally. And then I got my revisions done 7 months ago. But like, I'm happier with my results now than I was before. Let me know about what you think about my stash, my haircut, the fun stuff. I'm just trying to survive at school, the usual. But as usual, Gentle Masculinity is my Tumblr, Ambiguity Guys, the group Tumblr. I usually say I'm going to put links and I never do, so I'm sorry. I hope you have an awesome week. I will hopefully see you next week on Ambiguity. You never know what my Sunday is. But yeah, bye.